Okay, we're leaving Segundo, Colorado, where Ringo's Market's at. We'll be taking a drive up in the mountains today, up Sarcillo Canyon to go look at some mountain properties. You see Ringo's grocery store. You got a couple of gas pumps. And you go about a mile west on Highway 12 here, and you'll take a right onto Sarcillo Canyon Road. And I'll tell you the road number, the county road number, when we get up here. You can see it's one of the best views in the area. Just driving around anywhere in the county, you'll see the mountains. And those are the Sangre de Cristos in the background, where the national forests and mountain lakes are at. And there's lots of other public wildlife areas. There's a 30-something thousand one over here just to the south behind Weston, Colorado. And there's 2,700 acres back up here. Both of the peaks are wilderness area, and the San Isabel National Forest comes down to about halfway into the Sangres up there. Stonewall, Colorado is a little fishing village town. Before you get to the mountain lakes, if you keep going west on Highway 12, it'll take you over below those mountain peaks over to Cachar, Colorado, at the top of Cachar Pass, and then down into Levita, and then you can hook up with 160. Take a right, go to Walsenburg, or take a left and head to, well, all the way as far as Durango if you want. We're about a mile, at mile marker 54, right past it. You'll take a right before the bridge onto Sarcillo Canyon Road. We're about a mile past going west from Segundo, Colorado. We're taking a right on the County Road 41.7, and Sarcillo Canyon Road's paved for about 8 miles coming up here. So most properties off of this canyon will be a mile or two, maybe 4 off of pavement, and most properties in this area will be about 25-30 minutes to town, about 10-15 minutes to Ringo's grocery store and gas pumps. And to any of the public lands, it could be 10 minutes to 45 minutes depending on what you're going to go to in the area. And this county has the second largest elk herd population in the world. There's plenty of mule deer, bear, mountain lion, all that kind of stuff, and turkey. It's greened up yet. We're just coming out of winter. We can still have snow this time of year. Average winter temperature for this area, Los Animas County, is about 50 degrees. So the snow comes and it melts fast. You can get buried in a little bit for 3-4 days if we got a 3-4 foot snow. They only happen maybe once a year, once every couple 3 years. Once you get about 7,000 feet in this area, in this county, you'll start getting into the ponderosa pines and the tall pines. About 8,000 to 9,000, depending on the valleys and things like that. You'll start getting into aspens and blue spruce. We've come about 4 or 5 miles up Sarcillo Canyon Road right now. Once you cross that cattle guard, right there, then you can take a left into La Garita South. And there's actually another left at a pond. You can get into the north end of La Garita South. And there's other ranches in the area off this road. To the 7,000 foot range now. And you can see the ponderosa pines starting to pop up. There's cottonwoods in the canyons down below. And even at this elevation, if you've got some water in a valley, you could end up with some blue spruce and some aspen in the valleys. A lot of sandstone formations at this elevation between 7,000 and 8,000 feet. 7 to 8 is the perfect growing elevation. Between 7,000 and 8,000 feet is really good growing elevation for this area for homesteading. And get above 8,000, and it becomes more difficult to do greenhouses and gardens. At about 7 miles coming up Sarcillo Canyon, County Road 40.1, you will come to a pond on your right, and you'll be able to see the Spanish Peaks to the northwest. We come over this hill, you see the Spanish Peaks. Really good for the first time coming up Sarcillo Canyon. I'll zoom in on them. And they look more about like that. They actually look a little bit bigger than that. That's the West Spanish Peak. There's a wildlife area. The Spanish Peaks wildlife area is just a little further up here. And this entrance is Rancho La Garita. This is Rancho La Garita South, but this is the north entrance. There's a little pond there. Okay, just about a quarter mile after the entrance to Rancho La Garita South, the north end entrance, and after that pond, about a quarter mile afterwards, this is where the pavement ends. These county roads go, you can go anywhere in the county, and you can see this is Rancho La Garita North, County Road 30.1, which will wind all the way back down into Trinidad, and you can go back down to Highway 12 we started on from many feeder roads. And this will head up into the Wilderness Area National Forest in this direction. Okay, so we're taking a right into Rancho La Garita North, and you can see Zachariason Track and Upper Daughter. That's part of the 2,700 acre wildlife area, and there's also another way to get to it on County Road 30.1. So this 5 acres is going to be within 10 minutes of 2,800 acres. And there's elk and deer crawling everywhere up here. Okay, we made it to the fire station, like I've already shown you, but we're on Aspen Lane. County Road 30.1 goes that direction. That'll wind all the way through the hills and then back down to coming out behind Trinidad Lake eventually, or you can go other ways and get back to I-25. But we're going to go to 5 acres that's completely treed and pretty much flat. A lot of pine trees. It's covered in pines and pinyon and juniper, and it's off of Aspen Lane here, about 4 miles up here. We'll take a right onto a road off of this one. This is county road, so it's maintained year-round. The ranch itself has a volunteer road association. You pay like 150 bucks a year, and they'll plow to your driveway. And like I say, it has covenants, but there was never an association formed, and there's no dues, so everyone does what they want on their land within county regulations. I believe phone might also be in the road right there. If not, it's on this main road here, and if you wanted a hardline phone, you can have that. Water wells in this area average anywhere from 250 to about 350 feet deep, which isn't too bad, and you get about an average of 5 gallons per minute water production. Okay, so we only came maybe 2 miles after the firehouse, and this is what they call the tree in the middle of the road. So you're gonna stay to the left of that. That's West Deer Pass Circle. This property I have also on the market on my site. It's also 5 acres. You can see that there. If you're watching this any other place other than my site, please go to rangeviews.com. Rangeviews.com. I do this with all a drive to, walk around, and flyover video with all my properties. And it's a lot easier to see all the information. So once you pass Deer Path, then we'll take a right onto Deer Pass Circle East. So that was Deer Pass Circle West back there. And so obviously this is gonna make a circle and come back out where we just saw the road at the tree in the road. So just a little bit up here and on our right is gonna be the property. Okay, there's the house across the road. You can see a property pin right here. That's on the opposite side of the road of the property though, but where this telephone box ends, and this is where telephone ends at, is the northeastern corner pin right here. We came off of Aspen Lane just right there with an eye shot. I can see power lines. That would be about 1 pole to here. You have about three poles for power to get into the lot here. And the lot gently slopes off down to the bottom, the southern end of the property. We're on the northern boundary. And basically down there where that road starts to take a curve. As far as you can see down there, that would be the southeastern corner down there, which I'll mark, and we'll come back up, walk around through the lot here a little bit. I even have some views on that side over there, but it's all treed and it's nicely treed. It wouldn't be too hard to, even by hand, just to start make a little road in here and find a good spot. Okay, so I'll mark these. Okay, you can see the pin below behind the telephone box. So I'll drive down the other end and drive back and hike into their property and then fly my drone. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm standing at the southeast corner now. You can see the property. I'm standing right here, and there's phone here too. It's nice. There's the pins here. So all the property is going to be here. Southern boundary line goes this direction to the west, and we drove down this road. Basically the top of the hill, just a little bit further, is the northeastern corner boundary. It's a really nice lot because it's so usable. All of it's usable, easy to fence, be great for homesteading. Elevation is perfect for growing, and you can get a good water well too. And power's not too far from it. So I'm gonna drive back up a little ways, and about middle of the lot, I'm just gonna start walking out as far as I can. I feel comfortable and not walking off the property, and then I'll try to fly the drone and just center it over. But you can see how gentle the land is. It'd be nice up on this north end to get up on this hill and build a cabin in the thicker trees. There's the corner. Basically that tree right there, right behind it's the northeast corner. Okay, the northeast corner's right over there. Just pulled in here a little bit. All the land is to my left. The northern boundary is going to go right over this rise, so I'm going to stay just inside of it as I walk west. And there's a fence going along the northern boundary over there, so it actually spreads out from this. So you've got a nice space at top right here. They go flowing down into the land down there. Okay, this is the direction we're coming from. You can drive in here. That's from the northeast corner. I can still see the fence for the northern boundary, and it kind of widens off, goes that direction. Yep. This is really nice in here. This spot right back here will be pretty nice. Anywhere on here. Okay, well, I found the western boundary line. It's fenced on the west side. So, and this is a large tract that's already built on down below, so no one will come up here and build on this level. You can see the Sangre de Cristos, the tops of them through the trees there, but those trees would have to be thinned. That's on somebody else's land. So the western boundary and the northern boundary is fenced. So that means where these two fences adjoin, it should be real close to the northwestern pin this direction. You can see this is the western fence, and it goes down there a ways. I can see the north coming in over there. So it's gonna be down there about the bottom of this little draw. Okay, walk along the fence line here. Okay, we're looking east into the track. This hill we walked along coming out to the western boundary. Here's the fence on the west side. Some fixing. And get into this grass meadow. That may be off the property. I didn't bring the aerial map with me. You can see. So I'm just going to start heading east from this little meadow area here. That might actually be on it. As you can see views also, even if it's not. Okay. So we're just walking east. Looks like there's an old Jeep trail driving through here. Let's follow it back to the eastern boundary where the road's at. We were walking that little ridge right there. I think that grassy meadow's on it. You see how gentle the land is. The southeastern corner is down through there. You see the telephone box and my flaggy right in the center. Okay, we're just leaving the property, and like I said before, please go to my website, ranchviews.com. Properties are a lot easier to see on my website, ranchviews.com. I do this with all my properties, and I have other ones on there you might want to take a look at. Thanks for watching.